episode of Ian is a Weirdo. Woo, am I mad right now. So I'm going to crochet. I'm going to focus on just dealing with emotions in the healthiest way possible. And we're going to get through this, but I just need to distract myself from this emotion and give myself some time to process it. I'll maybe get into a little bit more detail later, but yeah, I'm I'm in a place where some people just want to catch hands. I don't want to be that person who does that, so I'm gonna crochet instead and stab into yarn with a hook. So let me I'm gonna split screen this so I can write my pattern while I'm doing this. I'm going to be working on the doll that I am working on. I finally got my counts right. If you saw a live that I did when I worked on this previously, you saw my brain melting in real time, because I just was like, but like my counts are all off and things were wrong, so I had to frog quite a few rows, or not that many, like 4 or 5 rows, and then redo everything. My counts were off in the beginning, so but my counts were right later on, so I don't really know what happened to my brain there, but it is what it is. So crocheting, as many of us know, is a great coping mechanism when we're dealing with strong emotions. And I've been working on, let me do a count real quick. Okay, so 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So that's 20 across. So I want to do, okay. Alright, so 20, let me try to math this out real quick. Because I don't want to do my increases on the side right now. I'm working on the hips of the doll right now. And I don't want to increase the width of the hips anymore, but I want to add a little bit of belly because that's what is appropriate for this particular design. So let's see. So if I do 8, keeps on wanting to change my increase single crochet. So I need to change my autocorrect. Because that's annoying. Okay, so if I do 8 and then I do an increase, that's 9. And then I space it out with then I do an increase and then I do one. So 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not right. Okay. 8, and then 8. 16. That's 20. Okay, there we go. And then, let's see. And then that is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 plus 8 is 26, right? And so in total, I need to get my phone out because I can't do math. I'm like trying to like reduce like the because my brain's just not braining. So let's clear that. So we have 8 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 26 is 40. And that should make sense because it should be 2 more than the previous row, which was 38. Okay. There's so much like math that goes along with it, and like I love math, but math doesn't love me back right now. So I'm gonna take my stitch marker, add it back. I'm like, I have heartburn from like how angry I am. People are fucking awful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put an increase right here. Do 2, which this is more like what I wanted to see anyway, so I'm glad it worked out. The math worked out like that. And then I'm going to put 2 in there, and then we're going to do 8. Actually, we're going to do 26. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have to count it all out. 15, 16. It's caught up in this ribbon so much, but I had to do it. Is that 16? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Nice. That worked out well. Sometimes it just doesn't come together, and I'm like, ugh. Okay, so that is enough of a belly that I think it should look pretty good. I'm gonna pull up that picture I have of my reference photo. Now it does start to cinch up a little bit at the waist. So basically everywhere I put increases before, I'm gonna start decreasing so that it's the belly starts to flatten out towards the top and the hips start to go into the waist a little bit. So let us tomato. And I am going to insert this at one point. It is a curling rod thing. I got mine from Dollar Tree I got like a pack of 8 for $1.25. You can get them on Amazon, different sizes. These are good if you have a doll that you want to make sure stands up, and also if you want to make sure that the body and neck don't have a lot of like flopping around, because that's, always super annoying. Okay, so let's see how I want to do this. You're looking good, girl. So, on row 31, writing patterns is fun, but it's also like very frustrating because you want to make sure you do it right. So, I'm going to do and do an invisible decrease. And then I'm gonna do a single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then my invisible decrease. So, So basically why I'm in kind of a sourpuss mood. 2 single crochets and then an invisible decrease. Should I add a bit of a booty? I didn't really do that. I mean, I guess I was like increasing all along. So it's got enough of a booty that I think it's fine. Okay. So different invisible decrease by 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the invisible decrease. So basically why I am mad. So first of all, I've been working really hard to get out of this depression. I've been more productive. I've been sleeping a little bit better. So I'm really trying hard to get out of this place. But I have a friend who is going through a hard time as well. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I won't get into the specifics of their problems because that's not anyone's business. But his partner, who has pretty much always been a piece of shit in my eyes, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt for much longer than I should have because my friend seemed happy, and of course I want my friend to be happy, so I'm not going to interfere with that. Like, if it's not my business, it's not my business, right? So, but basically, his partner, who, like I said, has always been a piece of human trash, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, was basically because I was talking to my friend about trying to get into therapy, because, like, I'm not a professional, but I know that there have been some major breakthroughs in my own experience with therapy, so I want my friend to be able to experience that as well. And his partner was like, why are you going to take advice from Ian? Ian can't even get his shit together. And, you know, because this guy is not a great guy, I'm like, it's I don't care as much about the fact that he's talking shit about me. Like, I like, really, to be honest, like, it's just like, that is, whatever. Um, it's gonna be 14, but let me check. 1, 2. But to, like, stop your partner who's having a very hard time from getting therapy is, like, just a huge, massive, like, manipulative tactic that I don't vibe with, like, one fucking bit. And I'm just, like, pretty furious on, like, my friend's behalf, because like, I feel so deeply for my friend and him going through this hard time that I just, like, I can't believe that someone would, and, like, this partner is also, like, cutting him off from, like, other friends, and, like, basically shit talks all of his friends, doesn't want him to hang out with anyone else. Like, it's sending up a bunch of red flags for me, and And unfortunately, my friend has been the victim of abuse multiple times, and I just see this as like another instance of like potential abuse, and like I don't throw that word out uh, like lightly. But like the idea that like one mentally ill person can't help or can't offer advice to another mentally ill person is so preposterous and so fucking backwards ass that I just can't fucking relate. And also to like it's not like I was suggesting like, hey, you should do like this dangerous thing or something. Like it was like literally suggesting therapy, and his partner was like, Ian's crazy, don't listen to him. Like what the fuck? Like I'm I'm so mad on behalf of my friend that like I like before this and even now still I'm like kind of like shaking with anger because I just like I can't believe that that's even like part of the discussion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, that's what I want, but I just want to make sure. Um, but yeah, it's just like to me, it's so like I feel so deeply for my friend in this situation, and I hate that this is going on for him, and that he doesn't have like a supportive partner is pretty hard to like watch because like of course like I want the best for my friend. Like I only want good things for him. Like he's a good person. He's just struggling right now. And to be like, well, Ian can't help you because Ian is a mess. I'm just like, but you're actively making things worse for your partner. But as someone who has been, have, I've been through so much counseling, so much like so many like medications. Like I've been in the mental health system since I was 15, so it's like 17 years of me being in the mental health system. But because I'm not doing well right now, because I had a brain injury that made my mental illness worse, you say I can't offer advice to my friend that is like purely out of like the goodness of my heart and like my care for my friend. Squeeze? No, we're not playing that fucking game. I'm not doing that shit. I'm so furious. I'm so furious. Um, so yeah, I just kind of like, ugh, I just like, I need to like kind of figure out how I don't know. I hate it. I hate it. Trying to make this easier, but now it doesn't seem easy. No. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to like condense things down to like repeats if I can. Oh, and this is also different right here. I guess I can't do a repeat. Okay. let me get my counts right before I do this. Okay, so I had 40 stitches. I did one decrease, another decrease. I just didn't write this right. Okay. 6. Okay. So let me see. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decreases. So I should be down to 32. Okay, so now I'm going to keep working on bringing the hips and the belly in. Like, we're not quite going to the width of the legs, like where it's like fitted at the bottom of the skirt, but we're going to go down a little bit so that there's a noticeable waist. Okay, so I think, okay, so 1 plus 6 is 7, 8, 9. So I want to sandwich that and then, so I think I'm going to do it for 7 stitches. Oh no, I don't want to do an increase. I want to do an invisible decrease. No, I don't need to. I just need to put stars around that. Times 2. Okay, I think that should be right. Okay, so do an invisible decrease, and then yeah. So the idea that like someone who's mentally ill, who's had a lot of experience in the mental health, with mental health treatment, can't like offer someone else advice is just like so fucking stupid to me. And like I feel like I'm like watching my friend like suffer from like a level of abuse, and I really just like, it makes me sick to think about it, because like even if he hadn't had a history of abuse, like it would be awful. But because he has a history of abuse, like it's like compounding trauma, and I'm just like, I just don't understand people who can be like that. Like, I don't understand people who can, like, see their partner struggling and, like, actively kind of wanting to make it worse. And again, I don't give a shit what anyone says about me. If they're like, well, Ian's fucked up, well, like, you're not wrong, right? But, like, because I'm fucked up, I can't help out my friend, and you won't let him, like, you, like, try not to, like, support his journey into, like, therapy and, like, medication that can help him. And I wasn't even, like, saying, like, you have to be on medication. I'm like, there might be medication that can help you with this or something like that. And, like, and so, like, but because his partner is a dick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just like I I just it really is like pretty tough to see. I'm not a huge fan of this moment, um, if I'm being honest. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm not particularly happy right now, and I just don't want to see my friend um, go through this. I mean, I think, you know, none of us want to see our friends, struggle and go through a hard time. But the fact that this person is like making moves that like someone who is trying to manipulate their partner would do just doesn't, it just doesn't sit right with me. So, yeah. Okay. So, let's see. So, on the back side, we had an invisible decrease. So there's 1, and then there's 14, so that's 15, and then there's 16. So I'm doing a decrease, which is going to take away 1. And then, okay, so it's actually exactly the same thing right here. I hope so, at least. My counts aren't always right. Let's see. I haven't had any comments, so let me make sure that things are fucking working. Stream can be a real poop head sometimes. So yeah, let's go and try to see if anyone has commented. I don't see anything. Nope, nothing. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure. Again, sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay, so we did our decrease, and now we should be able to do 14 single crochets. 10. Okay, so then we're down to 10. So, okay, I guess it makes sense that it would be different. It's like, so 14, 15, 16 is how many stitches we had before, or, or now. This is the mathing. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with this one. Try to consolidate things after. See if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see. So in theory, we should have. So I did uh, 4 decreases, and then there's a fifth one and a sixth one. So I should be down to 26. Is that right? Okay, so 1 plus 7 is 8, 9. Multiplied by 2 is 18, 19, 29. Oh, fuck. 30. Okay. Why is the math not mathing? Oh, wait. I didn't need to put this here. Because that was included. Wait. Writing patterns is hard and my brain hurts. Okay. So, let me count the stitches and see what the hell happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, I'm down to 29, which doesn't really make sense given the number of decreases that I did. So either my count is way off, or okay, so let me go back to, okay, so row 30, we're supposed to have 40 stitches. So so it's 2, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 24, 24 plus 14 is 38, plus 2 is 40. Okay, so that's right. Now I need to make sure that I did the proper amount of decreases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that should be at 32. So it seems right, but potentially it's not right. Okay, so let me see if this math adds up. So 1, 2 plus 7 is 9, 10, 11. So that's 22, 23, 24, 34, 36. So this math isn't right. Okay. What did I get to? 30? 32? I don't remember. Shit. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11 times 2 is 22. 23, oh, wait, no, we're going to okay, so 8, 9 times 2 is 18, 19, 29, 30. So I got to 30 somehow, even though that's not right. So if okay, so I do think that this should go to 12 because that makes sense in my brain. And then this should go to 6 because then it would be 1. Okay, let's see if it counts up to 32. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. 22. 22 plus 12 is shit. Okay. It's different now that I have, like, I'm not, like, it's not even on both sides. So let me just try to simplify this. So I should have 16 in the back. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I should have 1 plus 6 plus 1. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 8, um, 19. And 1 is 20, 24. Okay, my brain is like, nah, 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 no, no. Okay, so I'm going to highlight this one, and I'm going to go back to previous, um, previous row, fog this one that I'm at, because the math ain't mathin', and I ain't about that life. Okay, so I'm hoping for 32, but let's see what I actually did, because I did add that 2 stitch in between the decreases, and maybe that's gonna be off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, so I know what happened. I did not do that. to I didn't do this. So that should be at 34. So now that makes sense when my counts are off. Okay, so if we, so in theory, okay, so now 1, 2, 8, 9, 10 times 2 is 22, 23, 24, 24 plus 12 is 36. Okay, yeah, this is not right. Okay. I think we're gonna decrease it to 4. So now we have 1, 2 plus 4 is 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 17, 18. 18 plus 12 is 30. And then that goes to 32. Okay, right? This should be working. My brain hurts. Okay. Let's try this on 4 size. Okay, I'm gonna start out with my invisible decrease. But yeah, I mean, I just appreciate you all letting me vent. I know I didn't vent nearly as much as the title might suggest, but like because like there are details that like are personal to my friend's life, I'm gonna air his dirty laundry. So that's not my but you know, I just like I don't like people take advantage of vulnerable people. I don't like when people take advantage of anyone. I especially don't like when they do it to vulnerable people who also happen to be my friends because it's not cool and it doesn't make you a good person. You know, that's all I guess I have to say about that. And if you think maybe I'm just being biased or like I didn't like the guy for like no reason, the start of their relationship was very fucked up, very like manipulative, abusive on my friend's partner's part. And then they got together, and like Mel's consistent. If she decides that she doesn't like you, she will continue to not like you. And I appreciate that fact about her. She has much more of a, you know, fool me once type mentality. And uh, actually, I don't think it's even like only once in this situation. It's just like if she sees you as a bad person, like you got to do a lot to change that. And he hasn't done like he's not all bad, but like he's bad enough where he's doing like mental and therefore physical harm where he's not really helping my friend out of the situation. He's just compounding everything and making it worse. And I just like it's so hard to watch a friend struggle in times like this and not really know how to navigate those waters. Um, and like I think my friend is realizing that like this is a pretty not so great situation, but he's not really in a position where he can get out of it, unfortunately. And I just like I think that that's common with a lot of um, like abused folks, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna drop this down to 12, and I'm gonna bump this up to 5 because I don't like the way it looks. Okay, frogging again. Okay, so this one, two, three, 4, 5. I can't relate at all to a type of person who purposefully like manipulates people, and um, it's really hard to watch. Um, and like, am I like totally blindsided that my name got brought up? No, but I definitely didn't expect it. Like, I didn't think that like we were, like I figured we went on the same team in Crocheting, but I thought we all had friends' best interests at heart, and it's become clear that that's not the case. And I just like it. It makes me sick. It makes me want to just like drive over and just give him a swift kick in the ass, if you will. Um, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that looks better. Um, and I just like I hate to see my friend hurting. When you love someone so deeply, like me and my friend have been friends since high school, since like my junior year when I transferred schools, and you know he's you know definitely one of a kind of person. He, he can be quite abrasive, and he's had a pretty tough life, but he when he loves so unconditionally. Um, and I just to see people take advantage of that time and time again is never going to be okay in my eyes. 2, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna right up in this business. Okay, so what's up? Hi, Nifty. Welcome in. Just kind of venting. I have a friend who's going through a hard time. Um, his partner's taking advantage of him and manipulating him. It's pretty hard to watch. Okay, let me count real quick. So let's see the number. Uh, I'm good. I'm working on my secret doll. Um, and then I'm just trying to write a pattern. Being uh, My brain's pretty foggy right now, so I log off soon. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be down from 34 to 28 stitches. Yeah, the red's pretty. I definitely don't work with many reds, so it's pretty cool to do that. Yeah, and like apparently like my name got brought up because my friend's going through a hard time, and I was like, hey, like therapy really helped me. You know, it can help you through some of these like traumatic experiences you've been through. And basically, his partner was like, why would you listen to Ian? Ian can't get his life together, so why would you like trust him to give you good advice? And um, I just think that's a fucking bastard move to make and to do to someone. So I'm not too happy with him right now, if I'm being honest. We're at 28, and that's where we were with the larger hook before we started our increases. Actually, we were at 28. Um, so I don't want to get smaller than the leg portion. Um, so I think right now I'm just going to go straight up for a little bit. Let me look at my reference photo. Yeah, I'm just going to straight up for just a little bit before we get to the chest area, which I'll have some. Yeah, everyone struggles and everyone. Yeah, exactly. And like, it's not like I was saying, like, hey, take these like random supplements and all your problems will be gone. Like, I wasn't trying to sell them on anything. I wasn't talking about witchcraft or like anything. You know, I literally was like, here are some things that a lot of people find do work for therapy. And like, literally, his partner was like, don't listen to me. And I'm like, you can fuck right off. Basically an expert in all things psychology and psychiatry based on my experience. So, you know, I'm like the next best thing to someone who you know, you can't afford to go to a therapist and talk to me. That's not true. I'm not a therapist. I'm a life coach, but that's just I just like helping people, you know? And it's so much easier to help other people um, than to apply it to yourself. So like, just because I'm a mess, because I literally got it, had like a traumatic brain injury, and hey, Crystal, I'm gonna throw it. I'm like this close to driving somewhere and throwing hands. So so yeah. Um, but yeah, we all have stuff going on, and just because you have stuff going on doesn't mean you can't be helpful to people around you. And yeah, I'm glad you're here. Oh my gosh, that oil spill yarn. You just like are like you just do hit after hit. I mean, it just all works. You have such a good eye for color. I I wish I hope that one day I will be able to have an eye for color. But I stick to the simple stuff because it's the only stuff that makes sense to my brain. Um, but yeah, so it's just yeah, it's hard to watch. Um, and like I just like I've never like I've never understood how to name the yarns. Oh my gosh, I will totally name the yarns. Yeah, because you had the mermaid yarn, you had the oil spill yarn. I mean, I'm game. I can be useful for one thing. Um, but like, I don't understand when people try to pull like when couples are arguing or something like that, and they pull someone else's name into it to like try to like shirk responsibility off of themselves or to like to to make it like not about them being like shitty. And so I'm like, why is my name coming out of your mouth? Like, just keep my fucking name out of your mouth. I don't play that game, and you're like a manipulative piece of shit. So I'm like, I'm just not game, and I'm watching my friends suffer as a result. And I obviously am not very happy about that. So who knows? Life is hard, and obviously, like we all want if someone's our friend, if if they are one of our people, watching them in a dangerous situation like my friend is in is like it's so hard. Um, but like I think you missed it. It was right before you came in. But my friend's going through a hard time. I was like, hey, if you can go to therapy, I've had good results. Literally, that's all I. And he told his partner that he might want to go to therapy because I said it might help him. And his partner was like, well, Ian's fucked up. Don't listen to him. And I'm like, and like they have like a pretty significant age gap in their relationship. Like, like my friend is 30 and his boyfriend is 65. And like, so like, but you don't get a free pass for being a crotchety old man if you're like harming other people with like your actions and words. And I'm just so frustrated with the situation. And like the whole thing started out very shady anyways. And my friend's been the victim of abuse before, and like so this is like compounding all of like his trauma and stuff. And I'm just like, do I have to beat up a 65-year-old man? Because I will. I didn't say that on the internet. If he just happens to get beat up randomly by someone who's 5'2", wearing a penis, I don't know what happened. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't say any of this. uh, but but yeah. So I'm just we're just surviving. Just trying to help my friend out in ways that I can. And luckily, my friend still trusts me. He's not like giving in to like the manipulation of his boyfriend, which I'm very appreciative of just for my friend's sake, you know. So he called me and was like, we talked a little bit. His boyfriend did something, um, and like that was moderately shitty. Not the best move, but not the worst move. You know, not totally unheard of in the couple situation, but still not great. And then so he called me and he was like, "Am I allowed to be upset about this?" And it was something that he had every right to be upset about. And I was like, "You need to make sure that you're communicating with each other because I don't think you two communicate in like an easy way. It's either like you're kind of living your own lives or you're arguing and fighting with each other." So like I was like, "You need to add some communication." And I was like, "I know it's not my place and you're pushing me to do it, but if you need like me to come in and just like share some of my like experience because I've done couples counseling and regular counseling. Like I've done all of that, and so like I was like, I was like, this is probably gonna be a no, but I'm just offering my service as your friend and as someone. I'm like I wrote that, literally keep it cute, and it's like not light or cute right now. Um, and and so I was like, "But I can come and like do that." And he was like, "No, he's definitely not gonna be okay with that." And he was like, the other day he said that, and then whatever he said, and I was just like, "Is this motherfucker for real?" I started this video with some people are just trying to catch hands. So I did a little belly pooch, but it kind of just looks like a bulge, which is not really what I wanted it to look like. But I think if I stuff it right, it doesn't quite look like a bulge. It just looks like a red spot rather than like a fuller belly. Okie dokie. Okay, let's see. Let's do maybe another round. This. Just writing the pattern. So I'm on row 35 right now. And like I specifically wanted to make this doll as detailed as I possibly could make it. So like this is such like a more intricate pattern than I typically like would write. So like I have to like quadruple check all the counts and everything because like it's so easy to make a mistake and like have everything be off. And because I'm trying to go for like as realistic as a doll could be on this particular character, I'm just really trying to make this halfway decent. I'm using a 2.25 millimeter hook, and then I'm using the Hobie Friends, no Hobie Rainbow 84 cotton. Um, but yeah, if you see me in the news for like elder abuse or something, oh God, I need to really stop joking about this. What if something happens? Oh, anyways, I don't know. I'm very emotional right now. And like at the beginning of this video and before this video, I was like so mad. I was shaking. I was so furious on my friend's behalf. Like my name got brought up in an argument. Not the first time that's happened to me with a friend. So like I just like I don't whatever, like whatever. Like you're not actually affect the relationship I have with my friend. Because my friends know I have their backs, like no matter what. So like you didn't do anything but make yourself seem more like an asshole, which again, not my problem. But like just to see a friend who's really just struggling to get his life back on track, but doesn't have like any other support other than me, pretty much. Like not to like humble brag or whatever the fuck, but like he just doesn't he like doesn't have a lot of resources because what he's dealing with is kind of push people away, and his boyfriend sucks, and not in like the ways that you would want your boyfriend to suck. Yeah, so thank you for listening to me rant. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that's the word. Once it's like filled out, I think it'll really give the embody that I'm okay. So now we gotta go to the chest. And this is gonna be interessante. Um, and it's hard to give advice sometimes because you put yourself in a position that's harder not to hear. Yeah, exactly. Like I just want my friends to be happy more than anything else. I I've got no ego about being like this. I don't have like this like savior complex. I just have a like I love my friends. I want them to be happy complex. And when I see things like this happen, I like all I can see is red flags, like about the person who's doing this, And so I really don't know. Okay, so now we're on to the booby portion, and I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. Okay, so I think we got to the point where now there's an equal number of stitches in the front and the back. So that should help us be able to build the boobies. Okay, so now we're on row 36. We're just getting there bit by bit. We're not even halfway through this doll. Oh my gosh. So it is a secret. If you can identify it, I will give you a smile. But if you can't, that's fine too. Um, because like it's not really looking like a whole lot right now. I put ribbon, this mesh ribbon in the skirt that I built as like an optional thing, but I just think it looks really good and kind of looks more like the character. Um, but I'm trying to do like a as hyper realistic crochet as I can, which I don't I don't know if that's a thing. Okay, so now we have 14 stitches on each half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's just cross these out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so I'm trying to make like a realistic doll based on a movie character, an iconic movie character, if you ask me. Um, so I think what I want to do is I want to do increase here and here, and then we'll do the same on the opposing side. And then do I want to do a decrease in the middle so it starts to kind of concave in? I think I'll do a decrease and see how that looks. 'Cause otherwise, I think because these are very defined breastises. It is not Cruella, although I think that is a great guess with that red dress that she had. For a while, Daniel of Paw Ply Yarns was like talking about how he was like, if I do drag, I wanted to have that dress, and I was like, I'll make it for you. And so we just like talk, and like it almost became a reality, which I think is super fun. Um, but not that I'm a great tailor or whatever, but I'm so annoyed there's no like equivalent, like a seamster instead of a seamstress. But no, it's you're either a seamstress or a tailor. But like tailoring doesn't seem like it fits. what I want. So, anyways, this is an older movie. It's not like super old. Hey, Jen, welcome in. I'm, getting through some emotions, processing through them by stabbing into yarn. Um, that's a very healthy coping mechanism. I think healthier than doing the things that my brain wants me to do, for sure. So we're just getting by. Um, so let's see. This is my plan. So I want to do. So I. This is not a diss to my mom at all. You hear that vacuum going upstairs. But whenever my mom's here, she like compulsively vacuums. Like I think maybe the sixth time today she's vacuumed, and there's not much carpet upstairs, so I don't know what she's doing. I'm like, why are you always vacuuming? What is so wrong with the floor? It looks fine. Okay, so yeah, so you know, I guess the moral of the story is like some people just suck as human beings, and like while like yeah, we have to accept that, it's still hard to watch um, people be just big old dickheads. Um, you know, I know those words are very succinct and you know whatnot, but that's kind of what I'm venting about. It's just like I have a friend who unfortunately is in a rough situation, and I can't really do a whole lot about it, unfortunately. Okay, so now that we have the increase, so there's 14 on that side and 15. So I like writing patterns. It's so fun to be creative, but with this pattern in particular, because of the like realism level that I'm going for, it's like it's so tedious. Everything has to be perfect. My counts have to be perfect. If you know anything about my crochet, you know that I can't count. I'm always off. But when I do other people's patterns, I'm like, it's fine. But because I'm writing the pattern, it has to be perfect so that I make sure that it's right. Okay, so I did one single crochet, increase single crochet, one single crochet, increase, one single crochet in the next two stitches, and then an invisible decrease. I wish I could give you all a better view, but for it's like I have a light up here that has like a camera holding attachment. And so, like, if you see, like, an overhead video that I pre-recorded or something, like, you can see straight down, which is helpful, but, you know, I'm more focusing on, like, my anguish. So but if I do both at the same time, like, if I add the camera as another one, I get, like, a feedback, like, sound feedback loop, even if I, like, mute everything. It's very annoying, and it just, like it's like a dog whistle that I can actually hear, and it's not fun. Okay, invisible decrease, next 2 stitches. Doo-doo. Also, so I was using 1 hook size. I was using a 2.75, and I was using, like, a C hook for the bottom half of the skirt, and then I don't know where I have 2 of those hook sizes. One is a Furl's Odyssey, and the other one is, River, and I can't find either of them. So I was like, "Okay, well, let me switch to hooks." And I actually really like the size of this hook. Like, I kinda wish that I had done the whole thing in the size, but I'm not redoing the bottom of the skirt because I just do not wanna deal with that. But I'm sure you could just do it in all the same hook size. But in the pattern, I list both hook sizes because I'm like, "I'm not redoing that." I don't know if that's bad or anything, but that's what's happening here. And if you want this pattern, you have to accept that. I really hope when this is done for people who it's not gonna be a reference that everyone's gonna get, and I understand that. So, like, I'm not mad about that, but I think the people who like it will really like it if it's not total trash garbage. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yay, my stitch count came out right. Okay. Yeah, that really looks pretty weird. It just looks like a weird, like, outie belly button or something. Yeah, so the reason I'm not telling people, hello, Burger Boy. Um, I I like your name. That's pretty cool. I like burgers. I couldn't eat them for a while because my I just couldn't do the texture, but I'm getting back into them, and I really miss them. They were good. Um, uh, but yeah, so the reason I'm not telling what I'm making, um, and this might be so stupid, but, like, it's because I'm, like, I feel so I felt, like, really inspired when I thought of the idea, and, like, I haven't seen anyone else, um thank you for the space. First time chatting. I often sleep to your content. I mean, okay. Yeah. I mean, if this is your Ambien, then by all means. I mean, it's definitely cheaper than meds. Um, no, I totally understand, and I don't like doing these, like, secret projects, but I felt like it was such a good idea, but I also knew it would take me a really long time, and someone could probably do it a lot better than me. So I felt like if I told what I was gonna do, someone was gonna take the idea, run with it, get the pattern out before I could get my pattern out. It would look way better. So I'm just doing this so I have a chance to sell this pattern. Really, that's it. It's a real blessing, thank you. Okay, cool, happy to be here. Um, but yeah, so, yeah. So, like, if um, let let me let me just send you something real quick. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Honestly, I don't know how anyone would sleep to my content, and it's not that I think that I'm really entertaining, it's just that I'm so hyper and my voice is so, like, like, I don't know how anyone could relax to that, but if you relax to that, then by all means. Um, because I did have fucking 0 chill. Um, and maybe you're just trolling me, but I really don't care. Um, you know, but if it does actually help you fall asleep, it's cool too. Okay, so I just sent you a message. Well, I'm glad for the virtual hug. I appreciate it. Always love a virtual hug. Let me get my stitch count right. Okay, so I did an increase. I did an increase. Then I did a decrease. And then I did 2 increases. So we should be up to 31 stitches. It just has a sort of cadence. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, whatever works. I mean, I do drums. Okay, lots of folks in here. Cool, cool. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, let me count real quick. I can't multitask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30, 31. Okay. Yeah, it's not a bad night. I appreciate having some cool people in the house. It always makes a huge difference. Um, had a bit of a rocky moment uh, earlier, so I always appreciate folks coming in. Oh, you weren't at your phone. Yeah, no worries. Just whenever you see it, like, just know that this is what I've done. Just, just imagine that that's a belly and not a weird bulge. Because before it's stuffed, I feel like it looks really. I don't know. Maybe I should have spread out my stitches a little bit more. Spread out my increases a little bit more instead of having two side by side. Okay, so what do I want to do this time? Okay, so we still have 14 stitches in the back, which I do want to keep. So now we have. I don't know how anyone else. Hello, Jake. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, yes, welcome in, Jake. So like when I'm designing my pattern, I use like if I'm in like working like this, divergent, especially if the bathed wet dog lays on me. Oh no! I mean, at least they're freshly bathed. But I just do a bunch of dots for the stitches, and then when I do like increases or decreases, I just like circle around them. But like it means you kind of have to like keep drawing. Like I just have a bunch of pictures like this like all over the place. Okay. So I want to add some bulk. Uh, oh no, I don't want to do that. How? I'm just trying to figure out how to make these salute burger salute me, my friend. Well, and if it, yep, everyone's saying hello in the chat. Love to see that. Just trying to get the top right. I'm trying to figure out how to make these very prominent. Yeah, we have a lot of cool people in the house, which I always appreciate because you folks definitely make my YouTube experience better. Okay, so now this is not even. Oh, well, ain't that a bitch? Okay. Hmm. I should have counted. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't do that last thing that I just did. Okay, so now we have one, two, three. One, two, three, four, five, six, four, five, six, 7, 9. Okay, so okay, I don't really want to do a crochet 3 together because I feel like that'll give me some gap. It's always nice saying, awesome. Well, yeah, you're welcome anytime. We're pretty chill in the sense that we crochet and chit chat. Um, I'm a little less chill today, I will admit, as you can see by the title. It's about venting, and it was about a situation with a friend who has a partner that is a garbage human. So like, you know, I'll leave it at that. We don't need to go through it again and again and again. But just like me being worried about my friend in this situation is a little distressing and has inspired some rage in me. So let me see. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. Do you all think? Okay, so I'm using 2.25 cup. In the very middle, do you think I could do a crochet 3 together, or do you think that would create a gap in the crochet? I think it would, but I don't know. And I don't want like a bunch of. I'm gonna use the darker filling that I have, the black fiber fill. So I'm not like it's not the worst thing if some peeks through, but I'd really like it to. I'd really like his little polyfill through if possible. I appreciate that, Jake. Yeah, everyone needs to vent. I don't always come to the YouTube streets to vent, but like I was at a kind of in a position where like I didn't really know where to like vent towards, if that makes sense. Because like I can't some of these things like I talked to my friend about it, and some of these things I like can't even say to him because like they're too raw for him right now, and so trying to like consider his feelings, but like his boyfriend's being like the not the worst, but being pretty terrible to him, and I just don't like it. Yeah, so I put Nightbot up there because I've been kind of going through a hard time. So just in general, so I've been like, keep it light, keep it cute. But then today was not light or cute. So you are. Uh, so yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. I don't think I'm gonna crochet three together because again, I just don't think that will look great. I'm gonna do a space in between and then I'm gonna crochet two together on either side. So we start to get some like divots in, and then let's see, on each side I have one, two, three, four, five, six. I'm kind of tempted to put the increase right next to the decrease and see how that looks. I always taking comfort in making art when I feel is yes, absolutely. Working with your hands, keeping your mind busy, distraction and focus and crafting, like all of those things are so great as coping mechanisms. Ooh, what you cooking? Oh, where's that? Okay. Oh, and I haven't seen your reply to my comment about the baby carrot. Yeah, Crystal, I saw that you said something, but I have not seen it yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna double up right there beside it to give kind of like kind of more of a contrast between the two, and then let's do double up one away. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do single crochet for 3 stitches, then yeah, so we're just gonna do it step by step. I saw that, thank you. Yeah, I wanna hear about that. I've never seen someone do that, but if it's more secure, I'm like, because I saw just like the beginning and I was like, that would be your peeking carrots. Oh, like peeling carrots? Okay. They're gonna be so naked. I can't tell you how severely my mind was blown when I found out that baby carrots are not naturally baby carrots, but they're just cut up pieces of baby carrots. Like I was like, "Whoa, what?" This is like the craziest thing to me. Does anyone else have facts that blew their minds? I feel like I have a bunch, but I can't really think of any right now because my mind is blown with anger. No, they peel away everything. Okay, so then I'm gonna put an increase, crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then I did my increase, and then I'm going to do one single crochet, and then I'm going to do another increase, boop, 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 boop. Okay, so I feel like, okay, that just reminded because I started singing, yeah. Um, for people who watch the Super Bowl halftime performance, what did you think about Usher's performance? I personally really enjoyed it. Um, I think his dancing has evolved um, from 15 years ago, but that makes sense. Um, you know, uh, it's not to say that it's the worst thing I've ever seen, but the roller skates were cool. Since I learned about baby carrots, I never touched them. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, but I had a good time, and boy, oh boy, was I excited to see Ludacris. I was just like, yeah, this is what's up. That was like my favorite part of it came out. Also, her when she was fucking jamming on, like riffing on the guitar, I was like, I don't know if I've ever been this attracted to someone. Anytime I hear the name Usher, I can't help but sing. Yeah, right, exactly. It's impossible not to sing along. I watched it, but everyone's going crazy. It was it was a lot of energy, and I dug that. I felt like I feel like um in my eyes, Usher is really embracing this like Michael Jackson esque like look, like just like he like does like the glove and like it's there's just some like things where I'm like I can see like pulling inspiration from that, but like it was so fun. And then like again, I haven't listened to a lot of like hers music. I listened like a little bit, but like I never really like saw what she looked like or like knew that she was just a fucking insanely good guitar player. And she just came out and shredded. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And then Luda came up and he was all in like, like football gear. And I was just like, man, he's the fucking coolest. Like, I will follow him anywhere. He is awesome. I did, there was, so like Alicia Keys was there for a little bit. And like, I don't know. I felt a little uncomfortable watching it. I'm gonna be like totally transparent. Like it's not that they were doing like anything like crazy hardcore, but just like I guess the fact that like now they're older and like I don't know something about it. I was like I really don't want to see this. It's making me uncomfortable. But she looked and sounded great. At the beginning, I felt like she was maybe a little pitchy, but like she caught up real quick. But I haven't rewatched the performance, so I might feel differently after seeing it again. if you do watch the Super Bowl, what has been your favorite halftime show that you've ever seen? Yeah, of course. What's not to love about? She is she's awesome. Alright, now I'm very confused about where I'm at. Okay, we're kind of getting kind of like the bustier shape, which I'm actually really feeling, and I wonder if I could extend it to, like, half double with, like, a yarn under, and if that would, like, give me the look I'm going for. That's probably not necessary. I probably could just do color change, and pull the color through. I don't know. Okay, so there is my increase. There is that's the 3, and then I think I should just go around 14 stitches if I am not mistaken, which happens a lot, so six, 7, trying to hold my stitch marker out of the way, but it's being like really weird. There's my baby cat. He's kind of a dick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Counts are right. Counts are right. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. It's not a good one. Oh no. Oh, I hope it's, oh, I'm sorry. I literally don't know what you're talking about. Red scum, but okay. I, I, I don't know what you're talking about. But please finish that sentence. I'm sorry. It's really hard not to laugh because, like, I literally have no idea what's going on. But okay. Um. So we'll see how this shakes out because it has potential to be funny. So if it's not funny, then we'll remove it. Thank you for being on top of me. Good. Okay, so let's see. So I increased one, I increased another, and then I decreased, and then I decreased, and then I increased, increased one, increased two. Okay, so I think overall I should just be at 33. But let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 plus 14, I believe, is 30. There's a 19 plus 14. Yep, okay, so we're at 33 stitches. I I feel like I didn't make the leg portion long enough, but you live and you learn. Probably could have just like added a few more width. Like sometimes, like for some reason, some words will really like capture the attention of the algorithm, and like you'll get like kind of like random people in, just like say things, and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so now that we have that, um, so I want to keep on expanding kind of like the bust region, so it's even more like ridiculous than the hips. I need to make sure not to flatten my piece out. It's going to be stuffed in 3D, so I need to make sure that I have that in mind. Okay, so what was it? I had 19 here, so we have an odd number. What if I just did three invisible creases right there in the center? So I'm gonna draw the next row of dots. Okay, so yeah, maybe I don't want to do that because the that's gonna spread the that's gonna look weird. Okay, so oh, I'm gonna have to do it through together. Okay, I just don't think I have an option. I think it's only weird otherwise. Okay, I'm gonna go right there. Okay. So let us tomato. Okay, so we're going to And I'm probably gonna go soon 'cause it's been about 2 hours and my voice is again failing me. But yeah, so this is kind of what the doll looks like so far. Again, this is supposed to be a bit of a belly. See, it kind of looks more like a belly there, but kind of from the front, it just looks like a bulge. Should have spread out a little bit more, but hopefully once it's stuffed, I can kind of manipulate the stuffing so that it kind of looks more like that. Um, and then like the hips don't lie, but I want the top to be, let's see, is the top larger or I feel like the top is larger. Yeah, she's bigger up top, so I need to make her chest quite large. And then I'm going to go up. So this doll involves um, arms and obviously a head, like humans. So I'm gonna do the body of the doll separately. I'm not gonna sew it up. I'm gonna put this little hair curler thing in it. There's a piece of wire in it. People use them to uh, do a heatless curl. They put them in their hair and let them dry as they're wet. Um, but I got these from the dollar store. You can stuff it in there, and it'll help the doll and the head stabilize. Because if you've ever made a doll or any kind of amigurumi figure where the head attaches, the head kind of tends to kind of be a little floppy. And I really want this to be more kind of like a figure than a cuddly doll. So, so yeah. I wish that person had responded. I'm really like now. I'm really curious. What the hell is happening? Sometimes people just come in, and I'm like, what the fuck? So, two, three, I'm gonna double up on this next one. Single, double up on the next one. Single, double up on the next one, and then we're gonna crochet 3 together. I'm gonna try to do like the invisible decrease method and see if I like the way that looks. Oh, that's hideous. That's so bad. Okay, we're gonna just do it like normal. Double. Now I'm totally lost. Okay. Okay, so this is that, and then these are the doubles, single, double, single. I have one more double to do. And then 3 to complete this side. And then should be 14 around the back. Okay, my counts are not right, so I got to 13 instead of 14. So let me see what's happening here. But it's starting to look really good, I think. Like that's really given the curvature that I wanted, right? I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, let's see. So, okay, so we should have, in theory, okay, so I did, mm, I see curves. Dangerous curves ahead. Okay, so we did that 1, 2, 3 times, and then we single crochet 3 together. Make sure I have that in my index. I'm so bad about like missing one. Okay, single crochet 3 together, and then we're going to increase single crochet, and then crochet. Okay, and then next. Okay, so it should be 2 plus 14 is 16. I might have fucked that up. That might have been why. Okay, so let's see. So the increase, from the last increase, we will have 17 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, is that right? Okay, what has happened? Wait, did I get to 16? Well, I have another thing. What is throwing yarn in your window? Me. So on YouTube, what I've seen it used as is I'm subscribing to your channel. So if someone says, "Hey, I just threw yarn into your window," it means I'm subscribing to your content. From what I know, but I may be wrong. But I don't keep up with a lot of like the lingo. So I could be totally wrong on that one. Okay. Okay, so let me count around and see if this matches this. Okay, so okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait, so are we seeing if it matches? Okay, yeah, let's see if we can get back to 33. Okay. Man, my brain is just totally fucking fried. Okay, so sorry about clearing my throat constantly. Minus 2, and then that is 6, minus 3, that is 6, which is 16. So that should have been right in theory, but maybe that's not what I did. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Right there at the beginning, I thought it was 3 stitches, but it's actually 2. How did Oh, fuck. I know why. Yep. Wait. No, but that's right then. It's 2, and then we repeat that, 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 and then we have our decrease. And we repeat that, that, that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so something's going weird over here. Oh, okay, so it was 14 plus 2. Okay. Okay, maybe I didn't have the right number of stitches before, but let me count around and see if, okay, so this is 33, and then we do 6 increases, and then we decrease by 3. So we should be at 36 total stitches. So if that's the case, then maybe the count in the row before was not right, or something. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And that count is right. Okay, I think I just can't count. I think that's my problem. I just can't count. Okay, so I'm gonna let you all go. We're past 2 hours. It's a really long live, but thank you all for listening to me and also being supportive while I count. Like so. Uh, um, oh my gosh, was it today, Crystal, when you talked about Magic School Bus? When did you talk about Magic School Bus? But I was like, oh my gosh, yes. I was just, but um, maybe it was something else. I'm not sure. Anyways, you were talking about the school bus, Magic School Bus, but I don't know if it was today or I just watched it today. Anywho, I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you later. We were talking about the Magic School Bus, and you learned something about hermit crabs. Maybe I was just watching an old video of yours. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you all go, and I'll talk to you later.